Hey guys, I'm just here today with this video showing you how I would put a worm on a hook. Um, Traditionally, everyone would sort of, put the hook point through the tip of the worm and then thread it through and sort of have the worm, sort of inside the hook itself. That's a great way to do it, and it is actually the way I will be using as well. But most of the time, you'll see others, hook it in like that through one end. Ultimately, that enables them to be able to sort of wiggle out if they can backwards, and then it makes it easier for them to be sort of either fall off or tear off or get nibbled on and ripped off by smaller fish and that sort of thing. What I'm going to show you today is how to, or what I do with the worm, and I do it from both ends. So I do the exact same method on the top and the bottom, giving them less wiggle room and a more stable worm on your hook. So I'll just jump right into it. So we're looking at here a dozen worms in a box. They're large night crawlers, so they're really healthy. I got them from a store here in Toronto. So I'm just going to open up this box here. I've already used a couple of them. Okay, it doesn't take much. I'm doing this with one hand as I open up, as I hold the camera actually. And so they're sort of dug into the bottom here somewhere. See, these are nice, fat, healthy worms. They do get active when they start waking up. But yeah, these are really nice worms. Okay, and that's going to go on there. Okay, now this might be a little tricky for me because I'm sort of holding my phone in one hand. So ultimately, I'm going to have to get a little creative here. So let's try this. So my worm is coming along. Here's can't remember the size of this hook. I mean, if you can fit the worm on your hook, stuff it on there. Yeah, that's okay. The bigger the hook, you'll limit yourself to the type of fish you'll catch. Of course, the bigger the hook, a smaller fish couldn't bite onto it. Might even be afraid of it or something. But they probably wouldn't get their mouth around it. But anyway, this guy's sort of waking up, as you can see here. Okay, he's coming up. All right, so now this is traditionally how most people will do it, and this is the best way to do it, right? So just sort of get it right there, and you're just pushing it along, right? And every other so often you're breaking through and then sort of catching back up in the middle again. So this will feed the whole and consume the entire hook, right? So sorry, so it's consuming the entire hook. So yeah, we're just popping it in there and then sliding it back up, working it in. So now on the other end of it though, so there's always never too much room for your worm, and that's good. You want some of it sort of hanging out as well, making it giving it some space to sort of move around on there. So now normally someone would just tie it on and then sort of click right through here and just leave it hanging. This back end, they can move out and off of the hook, enabling them to be come off the hook, whether they're alive or dead. I mean, they're going to come off a little bit easier if it's just on the one side. So what I do is just simply take the back end and do the exact same thing, right? So now it's sort of both heads, so to speak, are on there, tied in there. So it'll stay on there a little bit longer now. And with this here, you got a full hook covered with the worm. Then you can just sort of start going through the middle if it's too big, just to give it more room instead of filling up the whole hook like through the inside of it. You can just sort of just break it around like through the middle of it, and then just stuff it on here like this, right? Yeah, like that. Okay, so now here we go. I'm going to give this here a toss out into the nice water here, and yeah, see if we can catch us a fish. Okay, happy fishing, guys. Click like if you like the video. Click subscribe, and tell your friends. Okay, have a great day. Bye now.